Somebody left a comment on my YouTube video about can I do calisthenics every day? And this is what he asked. I turned 46 and I realized I got to slow down. I have a pretty physical job and I was also doing 300 push-ups a day, 40 or 30 reps. Just hurt my shoulder a little and I guess I need to rethink the way I do my workout. We all have a different body and need to personalize our exercises. You got any thoughts? Question mark. Okay. The thing is this, you know, you could do exercises every day, okay? In general, the more often you do something, the lower the volume, the lower the intensity, okay? What I mean is, like, let's say it's easy for you to do 10 pull-ups. You could do 15, you could do 20 if you push it, but you can knock out 10 pull-ups with a smile on your face. It's not a big deal. You could probably do that every day. You know, just wake up in the morning, do 10 pull-ups and brush your teeth. Now, if you're gonna do 100 pull-ups, like 10 sets of 10, okay, or if you're going to do like, you know, 15, 20, 30 pull-ups in one set where you really have to push yourself, it's going to be hard because of two things. First of all, it's going to break your muscles down and you need some time to recover. And another thing is it's just a grind. It's like, you know, waking up in the morning, you don't want to get out of bed because you're like, oh God, I got this killer set of pull-ups. I'm still sore from yesterday. And, you know, like I said, the thing that I think really burns you out the most in terms of overtraining is mental overtraining, just dreading your workouts, okay? So like I said, as long as you keep it light, keep it fun, you could probably work out every day. But like I said, I mean, 300 push-ups, I really wouldn't do that every single day, okay? And even speaking of mental overtraining, the problem with doing 300 push-ups, he says he does it in sets of 30 to 40. Let's say you do 30 reps at a time. That's 10 sets of 30. And you have some days where you're really busy and you don't want to put that in because it's just too much time. You know, you do 30, then you take a break, then you do 30, you take a break 10 times. Sometimes you just don't have the time to do that, okay? So like I said, it becomes like a burden and mentally it really overtrains you. Another thing is, you know, is it really effective to do 30 push-ups, okay? He says he hurt his shoulder. I think what happens a lot of times when you do so many high repetitions like that is your mind wanders, you get like bored, you're like, oh God, you know, I gotta do 30, which is a long set as it is, 30, 40 reps, then you gotta do it like 10 times. So your mind kind of wanders and your form sometimes isn't the best, and if your form isn't the best and you keep doing something over and over, you know, you're probably gonna tweak something, you know, pull something, strain something, whether it's a joint, ligament, tendon, you know, muscle, whatever, you're gonna hurt something. So what I suggest you do is you work harder, okay? You know, you're doing like 30, 40 push-ups for like 10 sets, okay? Are you going all the way down, all the way up? Are you dropping yourself down or are you going down under tension, okay? Is your body completely straight with your head forward so you actually, you know, lower your chest to the ground and push all the way up? Or are you just like sagging at the hips, or do you have your, you know, your ass up in the air so you're not really working that hard, you're not going all the way down? Another thing you can do is like get push-up handles. I've done this on push-up handles, I've done this on dumbbells, I've done this on books, on bricks. Put your hands up on something and lower yourself down. Now you're gonna get to the point where you're going actually lower, okay? Let's say you have your hands on push-up handles and you still drop your chest to the ground. Well, now you're going lower than your hands, okay? So you're getting a much bigger range of motion. That makes it a lot harder, okay? Instability. Go ahead and watch my video about the $100 home gym, okay? I made also a gym for $50 that I show in that video. If you just get somewhere to hang some rings from and hang the rings from it, you could do like elevate your feet, do push-ups on rings. I do them, granted, I do them at the end of my workout, so that means I've already done, you know, dips, pull-ups, chin-ups, you know, whatever. I do them at the end of my workout, but I have a hard time doing 5 sets of 10 reps, okay, of ring push-ups. Now, my feet are slightly higher than the rings, okay, I raise them on an aerobic step, so they're just slightly higher than the rings. I make sure when I go down, I go all the way down, like I don't hurt myself, but I let my body go all the way down until it naturally pauses at a little bit of a stretch, so I get a very full range of motion, and I stop for a second. And then I push up from there. So that means, you know, I don't bounce from the bottom, I don't just go 3/4 of the way down, I go all the way down, stop, and now when I push up, I'm coming from a pause, okay, from a dead stop. So that means and then I push myself all the way up and I bring the handles together to really use my chest to bring my arm across, okay, towards the inside of my chest. So that really, that's really difficult. And I just do 5 sets of 10 reps with a long break in between. And, like I said, granted, I've done ring dips before that, but still, that is a killer workout. And honestly, I can't complete it. I cannot do that with 100% perfect form. I'll go all the way down and I won't pause at the bottom or whatever on the last couple sets. And so like I said, what I suggest you do is you work harder, okay? Like I said, go the way I've described, progress to the point where you're having problems doing 10 reps on all of your sets. Bring it down to 5 sets of 10. And don't do it every day, because like I said, people laugh at bodyweight workouts, but believe me, I'm in pretty good shape. I look pretty good. I'm pretty strong, but that will really tear me up. Like I do a workout like that, upper body on Monday, and I take a break. I do lower body Tuesday, Wednesday I take off, and I don't do upper body again until Thursday. Then I do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't do upper body. I do it again on Monday. And still, like I said, I noticed an increase in strength, increase in definition, in size, in tone of everything of all my body. Okay. So like I said, don't discount that. What I would really suggest you do is find ways to make the exercise harder. Do fewer sets of fewer reps and do it less often. If you're going to do push-ups, fine, do it like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but work really hard, okay? Maybe do it like I do upper body on Monday and Thursday. But like I said, you got to really work it really hard. And it doesn't mean doing a whole bunch of quote garbage reps. I'm not saying you're not doing perfect reps, maybe you are, but garbage reps are not just imperfect reps. They're doing push-ups when you could be doing elevated push-ups on rings, okay? And like I said, another thing too is if you're doing sets of 30 to 40 push-ups, you're doing 10 sets of that, why aren't you doing dips? Okay, why aren't you doing ring dips? Okay, do the same thing. When I do ring dips, I do them in a gym, but that's one of the first exercises I do. I go ahead and I lower myself and I look at the mirror to see that my shoulders are actually going underneath the level of my elbows. Go all the way down, push up. I don't swing my legs, I don't kick into it or anything, really good form. And like I said, I'm just doing sets of 10 ring dips, and those are killing me too. So like I said, if you can do more than 10 reps easily, okay, for multiple sets, you really need to go ahead and find something harder. Like I said, the way I described to make the push-up itself more difficult, from, partial range push-ups all the way up to full range with a pause, feet slightly elevated ring push-ups, push-ups to close hand push-ups, push-ups to doing dips, dips to doing ring push-ups, millions of different ways to make it harder. And like I said, no more than 10 reps per set, no more than 4 or 5 sets per exercise. And like I said, if you get to the point, you might want to go ahead and look at doing it only 2 or 3 times a week, and therefore working a lot harder instead of doing a workout that you could get through easily every single day. It would save time, it would make you stronger, it would also get you better results, in terms of size and muscle definition. And like I said, you save a lot of time because you don't have to work out every day and you don't have to work out for hours on end.